Harrison, after having a week in Bahrain under your belt, how's your game at the moment? Has that given you a bit more confidence for coming in this week?
Yeah, it's been building. I had my coach over for American Express and Torrey Pines a couple of weeks ago. We did some good work. Start the year, you're trying to, neutralise out and build all the foundations. And, I feel like it's in a good spot. Just got to kind of put it all together. And, it's not far away. And I'm looking forward to playing this week in Qatar.
Seeing Dylan win last week, obviously he's in the same category as you. Does that motivate you, sort of coming in and thinking, well, I can do great as well?
Absolutely. I mean, it's great seeing guys, that you spend week in to week out with, like seeing them play. I've never played with Dylan. Super nice guy though, and for him to go and play well like he did last week was awesome to see. And everyone's so good now. The game's really elevated to a whole new level, and it just shows how like 1 week can shift very, very quickly. And if you keep doing those little things right, like Dylan is really one of those players you see every week. Whether he miss a cut or make a cut, it's the same work ethic, the same grind. I'm not surprised to see a win like that. I mean, he's a multiple winner, and being a phenomenal player, still is a phenomenal player. And to go see what he did last week, definitely goes, okay, like we can go do that too, and keep playing well and try to keep giving ourselves those chances, and hopefully eventually you get that chance.
For those who don't know, can you tell us more about your professional background and when you started and how you got here, basically?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Australia, from Sydney. Moved to the States about 5 years ago. Lived in Scottsdale for five years. Just moved to Nashville, Tennessee. Played the US Tour pathway. This is my second year on the PGA Tour now. It's great to being able to give some playing rights over here on the DP World Tour. I haven't played a whole lot on this tour, but every time I have had the chance, I've really enjoyed it. I like to this year to be able to play a bit of a both schedule, which is great. I think the way golf is, the States does get it feels to some players, especially me, a bit repetitive, and to mix it up and add a schedule. I mean, it is a global game, and to be able to play around the world. That's all I dreamed of as a kid, and now I'm in that position where I get to go and play all around the world and see amazing places and play all new cultures, and I'm excited for this year. I'm going to see some really cool places that I haven't been before, and go back to some places that I have seen. So, that's what's really exciting about 2024.
On that note, you haven't been in the Middle East since you were an amateur, correct? How's it feel to be back? Have you seen it change over the years? And
it's incredible. I mean, the money here is ridiculous. Abu Dhabi was really, really cool last time I was there, and I haven't been back since. But you could just see the little things like Qatar. I've never really been. I never even really paid attention to Doha, and then you come here and play, and you're like, wow, what an amazing city this is. Food's amazing, people are great. The infrastructure is just incredible, and you can see the Middle East going like that. Like last week in Bahrain, I said to a few people, like that city is 10 years away from being something insane as well. Like you could just tell by looking at it, and that's just really cool. What a lot of people who haven't traveled to the Middle East are yet to experience. We've seen how much Dubai and Abu Dhabi's changed, and there's a lot of little hidden spots that no one really knows too much about yet that's waiting for that as well.
so outside the course, when you're not playing golf, can you tell us more of your interests? What do you like doing? What do you like to do in your free time?
I mean, it depends how much time you get off. I mean, I'm home for a week after this week, and then back on the road in the US. So that one will be kind of a bit back into practice a little bit. But typically, if I got some time off, just recreational stuff. Coffee, hang out, go parks, hang out with my fiance, go do all that type of stuff. It's kind of, when I'm at home, it's kind of her. It's kind of like whatever you want to do, because it's I'm away so much and on the road, so I tend to give the ball in her court a little bit, and whatever she wants to do, we'll go do.
Finally, back on this tournament, obviously fellow Aussie Adam Scott, legend here, he's won it twice. Do you have any memories of this tournament growing up, watching it?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It kind of came back to me a little bit this week. Like, you know, when you go play the US, you get very fixed, you know, in that route. But yeah, I mean, as a kid, you know, watching golf on the world stage, you know, you see all your idols perform and win and compete, you know, all around the world. And, you know, just I remember, it's funny, like I remember, you know, all the stuff Scotty did over here and stuff, like it all came back to me, but I completely forgot prior to that. I mean, he's won all around the world, and I'm sure he's forgotten some places where he's won too. He's won that many times, but yeah, it's cool. Like I can especially see the course set up this week, how, you know, Aussies and the Brits and, you know, the Scottish guys and all that, and like how they all seem to play well. Just the environment allows that style of golf for those particular players, and hopefully I can play well enough this week and give myself a chance.
Thank you and good luck.
No, I appreciate it.